if it is the age of Aquarius, we find that the start of November is the Six of Cups. And the goetic entities that we look at there are Vine and Bifrons. And I chose Michael Jackson for Bifrons for a reason. Macaulay Culkin here is selected from the good sun. And the planetary attributes of this card are either the sun, because in the triplicity model that I have put forward in my previous astrology work, I have the cross quarters and the equinoxes and the solstices as sun. So this one that sits at the edge of that uses that. And some will use the moon. There's the other system where you go through the 12, the 7, right? But I use, the different planets, not just the 5 planets, the sun and the moon. Of course, the sun and the moon, by the old definition of planet, fits. We are talking about lust or desire or drive as far as a state. And we are talking about childhood memories. Michael Jackson was pretty big when I was a kid still. There were some accusations that turned out not to be true, but the dude was so weird that it always had some, something to it, the reference to Michael Jackson. The Satanic Panic was going big, and so we have some selection of books here that we have reference to here. The fracturing of personality could be said to be represented by some of the stuff in the background here. We have 6 cups, and of course, as I said, it's the 6 of cups. The fact that Macaulay Culkin and Michael Jackson, in a way, sort of had their childhood taken away from them are, that's what they bonded upon. We have comma here, and in the Lenormand decks, it's Cupid basically. And I've encountered different people through the years that get all that have developed obsessions with Macaulay Culkin. Of course, some of the stuff that he knew about because of Hollywood and some accusations that have been made. I think he dodged being abused, or maybe that's why he's why some of his tastes are a bit disturbing if you hear about them. As I said, we are looking at Libra, but the chalices, blue, green, overflowing with different things. In this case, it's the, some people like the word tentacles, some people strings or whatever, the connecting currents in between, you could say, are being represented here. And a suggestion of trees might be something to, to bring up. And I've talked about number 45 and 46 from the Goetia elsewhere. I've talked about the decans and stuff like that elsewhere. 6 is thought as a balancing thing. I don't really remember the Good Son movie, but I thought that the innocent looking sinisterness was an important thing to bring up. And as you work with the themes, you're going to find some stuff that, there's certain energies. The order of nine angles of the idea is that they're broken up now. There's something on the internet, some pact that's been signed to end things. But their idea of when it's occulted, right? They not only use things that are directly something you can point to in the sky, but they use things that are occulted. So you don't have to necessarily wait till something is in the sky, and sometimes that may be the best thing. And if you can't see it, you can't see it, but you should, looking up the directions of the planets, going out, going towards, it's certainly something important to consider. And what is the truth beyond these memories of abuse? Certainly, let's think of this card as the trauma card, right? Because it's not just drug experimentation and stuff like this, and hardships dealing with that. That was Culkin was obviously traumatized otherwise, and trauma can either be something directed at the time, or the memory or other reference to it can be used later. And this can be done for other people as well. And I mentioned fractures. So one thing you may want to make note of is what's in between, what's the edge, and work with that. And it's not just the specific attributes of a card or whatever that you're looking at as well. It's their placement that you may want to look at too. And yeah, I'll try to do better with this if I finish the series and end up going back and looking at this to write a book with it.